A pleasant evening to everyone. Hello to our Facebook and YouTube viewers. Good evening and welcome to StackLeague WordPress Baguio Tech session, New Normal Schools and WordPress. So hello everyone. Okay, so can I see who are our viewers for tonight? All right, so again, welcome. I am Isai and I will be your host for tonight's event. I would like to remind everyone that if you have any questions about the session, feel free to type them in the comment section and we'll address them later at the Q&A session. Also, to help the StackLeague team improve the sessions for you, answer these question form after the live session. Here is the link that you can see on your screen, which is bit.ly/StackLeague sessions feedback, or you can simply scan the QR code flashed on your screen. And before we dive into tonight's session, we would like to give you an overview of StackLeague. Now, on its second competitive year, StackLeague wouldn't be possible without the support of our partners. We're fortunate to be supported by the top companies in the industry. We have our platinum sponsor, Packetworks, silver sponsor, Coding Chiefs, and our bronze sponsors, Microsoft, Deltec Systems, Apper.ph, Recruit Day, Gcash, and Likha IT. Our media partners, Spark Up, Apps Gadget, What's Up Pilipinas, Corner Magazine PH, Androidist, Megabytes, Backend News, Bluing, and Manila Republic. The same goes for our community partners who help the league reach as many programmers in the country as possible, and here they are. Also, congratulations to Mark Genesee Mamore for being the Stack League Ambassador for July, winning the 3,000 cash prize and a Stack League t-shirt. If you want to be the next Stack League Ambassador and win the cash prize and t-shirt, the program is now open for August. You can find the full mechanics at our website, or you may simply access the link bit.ly/StackLeagueAmbassador 2022. All right. So we have our participants coming here. We have from Bulacan, we have from National University. So hello everyone, welcome to our session for tonight. And now to know more about this Stack League overview, here is Haifa from Stack League. Take it away, Haifa.
Hello everyone, my name is Haifa and I will be giving you an overview of what StackLeague is all about. StackLeague is the Philippines' largest online programming league. The mission is to develop programming leaders that inspire a nation into coding. The tournament is powered by StackTrick's fully automated talent, analytics, and assessment platforms. Now, what are the highlights of the league? The Pioneering Programming League was launched last March 16, 2021, and is now gathering over 15,000 tech talents across the country to test their leadership, perseverance, and coding skills with a promise of nationwide media recognition, lots of prizes, thousands of tech job opportunities, and access to invitation-only events. The league's year-round cash prize pool is now at 10 million pesos in the duration of the whole competition. That is for 2022. And one of the highlights in the Stack League is the weekly Stack Race, which is both for individual and teams. Each week, the top 10 challengers and the top 3 teams are announced all across Stack League's social media platform to recognize the challengers who stayed on top of their rankings. Apart from this, we also have the Stack League featured programmer and team campaign. The weekly top 10 challengers and top 3 teams are going to be featured on Stack League's website and on our social media channels. Now, StackLeague will also be hosting numerous tech and career sessions all throughout the year. Aside from this, there are also exclusive trainings available for ranking to the next challenger levels. And these events and trainings are all for free. So if you are interested in different industry trends, technologies, best practices, as a challenger in StackLeague, you will have access to all of these learning sessions. Now, what's next? We also have the StackLeague Ambassador Program, and it is a year-round initiative to reward StackLeague challengers who go beyond the competition and inspire the nation into coding. To tell you more about the StackLeague Ambassador, here is a short clip for you to watch. All right, and that's for the StackLeague Ambassador, wherein you will get, if you become the Ambassador of the Month, you will be receiving 3,000 pesos. And if you become the Ambassador of the Year, you will be receiving 20,000 pesos. And there are multiple ways for you to become a StackLeague Ambassador. One is to really refer as many developers or interested developers to take on the challenges at StackLeague. That's one. And then the other one is to post blogs or features using your own websites or other blogging platforms. That way you also get ambassador points. And now for the supported programming languages in the league, we have JavaScript, Java, Python, C#, and PHP. Now how the ranking system goes. So after signing up, you will start at the bottom with 0 points. All you need to do is solve as many challenges as you can and earn the corresponding points. So the more points you earn, the higher your ranking goes. Once you have accumulated enough points, you can now get to the next level. You got to the next level where most opportunities are unlocked for you. So there are 3 challenger levels. We have bronze, silver, and gold levels. Now, the new thing that this year, 2022, is that the challenger level up now has prizes. So if you will able to unlock bronze level, you will be receiving, oh, here you go. You will be receiving 100 pesos. So that's 100 pesos as soon as you level up to bronze. Then as you level up to silver, you will be receiving another 100 pesos. And when you reach gold, you will be receiving and rewarded with 300 pesos. So overall, you will be receiving a total of 500 pesos as you level up from unranked, bronze, silver, and then gold. Okay? So now if you become part of the one of the 10 challengers to win this week. So on a weekly basis, we have rewards for the top 10. So there is also the StackLeague Treasure Chest. That is what we call the initiative, wherein the weekly top 10 challengers will receive 500 pesos cash prize. What else? So there are a lot of things happening in StackLeague, but this is also one of the highlights of StackLeague for the year. We have what we call the StackLeague Playoffs. So what is a playoffs? It is a single elimination tournament featuring all monthly qualifiers where all weekly top 10 StackLeague challengers will automatically be invited to the monthly qualifier rounds, and you can read the mechanics at StackLeague Playoffs 2022 to know 2022. And to know more, here is another clip for you to watch. Okay. Right. So as you can see here, we have the monthly qualifiers happening every month. And that happens, the playoffs monthly qualifiers happens every fourth Saturday of the month. So that's every from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So every month we are giving away for the top one. The top one winner will be receiving 5,000 pesos, and the top two will be receiving 3,000 pesos. Now, if you are interested in the schedule for the upcoming months, these are the schedules that we have. You can see them on your screen. Now, all of these players at the end of the year, by December, there will be a single elimination, as you can see the chart here, and the best players in the league will be crowned here through the playoffs. Now, for our new players here, if you cannot make it in the top 10 and you are still trying out, then that's the Stack League Lightning Series is the event especially made for you. So every level you have your own rank. So we have unranked, bronze, and silver challengers, and we do this one on a monthly basis as well. So for the unranked category, if you are still new here, we have an opportunity for you. It happens every second Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. So that's where all unranked categories could experience a 1 hour programming competition and also get prizes. On the third Tuesday, we have the bronze category. So many of the unranked challengers get to level up, and then they can now join the bronze level category. So the prizes here would be the top two will be receiving 1,200 pesos plus a limited edition Stack League shirt. Now, for the fourth Tuesday of the month is when we do the silver category. So as you try to level up, there are more chances for you and there are bigger prizes waiting for you. So for the silver category, the prizes here would be 1,500 pesos plus Stack League shirt plus Microsoft jackets. And with that one, I give you the overview of Stack League. Now, let's go back and welcome back our host.
All right, thank you so much, Haifa, for giving a short introduction of StackLeague. So I hope that presentation was able to discuss what really StackLeague is. And for those who are with us tonight, feel free to invite your friends, family, and colleagues to join StackLeague. So it's never too late. Okay. And with that, let us not delay any further. I would like to introduce to you our resource speaker for tonight's session. Our resource speaker is the Abakada Studios Development and Innovations Lead. He is also a renowned mentor and has been widely credited as an expert by several organizations like Google Developer Groups, WordPress User Groups, DICT, and many others. Our speaker is also an advocate of open source software. He can be seen contributing to not only code, but also giving out answers in several online communities. His heart for community and volunteerism brought him to different stages discussing anything from edutech, agritech, XR, to just about any new tech trends out there. As an educator, he believes that he can influence the future generations by giving them access to the latest tools and trends. Everyone, let us all give a warm welcome to Jason Bruno.
Everyone.
Hi, Jason.
Hello, Isabella. So, Isai, thanks for the very nice intro. Should I take over the screen share?
Yep.
Sure. All right. Um, Share screen. All right. There you go. So, okay. So, what we have on screen right now, oops, let me just present. Okay. So again, thanks for the intro. I am Jason Bruno. I am currently the development and innovations lead at Abakada Studios Inc. So I'll be explaining that a bit later. So today we will be discussing about new normal schools. What are the new normal schools? What has happened in the past 2 years, and why is it called new normal? And of course, where would WordPress be in that situation right now? Okay, so first off, who the hell am I? I'm like also the founder of WordPress Baguio user group, is one of the official WordPress user groups here in the Philippines. And we conduct meetups for WordPress enthusiasts as well as WordCamps all over the country. I'm also the again the development and innovations lead at Abakada Studios. I am a seasoned software engineer with decades with an S, long experience. I'm also the head teacher of a top coding bootcamp here in the country, one of the first and still ongoing Silicon Valley style coding bootcamp. I'm a research speaker, recognized expert by different institutions and government agencies. I'm also a community builder, which had led me to um, utilizing mostly Facebook and creating technologies mostly in tech. And of course, I am a mentor. So meaning I just like go out there, talk to people, answer their questions, and yeah, I mean, being a mentor, I'm also like yeah eligible to being wrong. So just be warned. Like yeah, you could ask me questions, but I could be wrong for sure. All right, so let's talk about Abakada. Abakada Studios is where I currently work at right now. It is a small startup. We're growing, and of course, we're as with growing. There are like new products, new hires, new everything. So how do we manage everything? It's still in the works, but um, we find common ground in delivering these solutions to our clients. So currently, we provide learning management systems to schools, to training firms, to uh, people who would want to have a platform to train other people, just, such as like say NGOs. Okay, we also provide ERP systems for finance, for like human resource management, for enrollment systems. Okay, all those are being coded by us, not from scratch. We always start off with our own forks and then we customize it as we go. So it's more of a like hybrid servicing um, deal. Now we do also do gamification and web application development, web and mobile application development. So those are like full custom. So we sit down, talk, and like figure out what would work best for your needs. With gamification, we mean like it could be games, of course, but gamification can mean a lot of other things, like as simple as a leaderboard or giving out badges to your users. Those are all already gamification elements that you could utilize and leverage for more engagement. Okay, so moving forward, WordPress. So why WordPress? What's WordPress? WordPress, as a lot of you would know, is CMS, or a content management system. It started out as a blogging platform. It grew into a full-blown content management system in the span of, I think, 17 or 18 years now. Okay, so it's a very proven platform which has been there for almost 2 decades. And just so you know that if people would say like, ah, pangit WordPress, wag WordPress and everything, it is still the number one content management system out there that are being used by, last time I've checked, around 200 million websites in the whole world, nine like 100,000 in the Philippines. Okay, those numbers might be wrong. You could feel free to Google it. I'm very confident that it's still more than 70% of all the websites out there. So the market is there. People are using it, still using it, and so that we need to at least take a look at it. Okay, you don't have to be a coder. That's what we will be focusing on right now is how to create a website in say less than a day or 15 minutes in our case now, because I will be doing a demo later on of the whole process, just so we could have a feel for all those that are very curious about WordPress, because a lot of people are uh, not technophobic, but afraid of trying out new things, new technology. So that's why I'll be doing that for you today. Okay, so new normal. What's new normal for schools? So, as we have seen, schools are more online than ever. What when I mean when I say more online, it means na they do have, aside from websites, sometimes they actually even skip websites and go straight on buy their LMS, buy an enrollment system. They buy gadgets, they buy hardware just to be able to accommodate having students or taking on students in an online scenario. Okay, so we're not talking about hybrid, we're not talking about face to face. Everyone needs to be online right now because, yeah, it's still technically the pandemic, and we're not gonna go back anytime soon to, or maybe not never, to like before the internet. So another thing is all your data right now are digital, being like digitized. When I say digitized, it's being converted into documents that are stored on computers, sometimes stored online on the cloud, sometimes stored in um, backups. Okay, so a lot of your data, your transcript, your student information, your personal information are now being stored online, which is of course have would have its or pros and cons, which we will be talking about later. Another thing that is came out of the new normal thing is being cashless. So a lot of people go around right now without like holding on to real fiat money. Okay? Hindi kasama dun yung talagang walang pera, which is ganun talaga minsan. So, being cashless means that we carry around plastics, credit cards, and those are being outdated right now as well. So being cashless right now means that you have a mobile wallet. So all those like Gcash, Paymaya. I'm not gonna say any more brands, but there are a lot in the fintech industry that are capitalizing on the mobile e-wallet industry, and those are already being used in the schools as well to pay your tuition fees, to pay miscellaneous fees, and who knows what else. Another thing that sprung out that actually piqued my interest is automation. So a lot of things being in managing schools, in being a teacher, those are all manual. But since the pandemic, and the teachers would have like more time to there are given chances or opportunities to take on seminars or upskill themselves into more computerized workflow. Along with that came in automation. Like your grades are now automatically calculated in either in an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet application, or um, maybe even your LMS. So a lot of times you don't have like that much manual things, which is of course always good because we don't have human error. You can't bribe your teachers anymore to give you good grades because all those are being automated right now. So that's all good and everything, but there is a problem. Okay, so the problem is everyone, even small schools, even schools that are not experienced with the web, even the schools that are very traditional, okay, they are forced to be online. Okay, to be able to survive as a school nowadays is you have to be online. So a lot of this are cramming, trying to find providers, trying to find partners that would cater, that would give them the opportunity to be online. And a lot of times it's being rushed. A lot of times well it's not well planned. They just want to be online. That's just it. And since they're very traditional, they're very conservative, they don't know what they really want. But ultimately, they just want to be online. So that's a problem. That's a big problem, actually. If you are to create a website, or if you are to create an app for a client that doesn't exactly know what they need or what they want, it becomes a problem. Another problem from being forced to be online is it's rushed. Okay, because if they know that if they stall, they would miss out on a lot of things. Okay, so another problem that like came out are like hardware gadgets, because these are not planned purchases as well. A lot of times schools would get into deals that are not advantageous to them. Like they would end up buying like overpriced gadgets, which we could not blame them because it's a rush order. They would end up buying multiple products of the same thing because they don't know that you only need one, or you only need two, or sometimes you have to redo everything and then they have to spend more. Okay, those are all like really bad problems. You're already not making money, and you still have to spend for to be online, to buy gadgets, and now your employees, your teachers would have to take on new processes. So new processes, it's like again, like yeah, those Excel sheets, learning a system, a learning management system, learning how to log in from home, learning how to do Zoom calls, Google Chat, Google Meet, right? So those are all new to a lot of teachers. And sadly, a lot of our teachers are not like very flexible because some of them are either old or doesn't have access to technology, or didn't have access to technology prior to being given a laptop. You can't just hand a laptop to a teacher and expect them to know everything already. So syempre, tuturuan mo pa yon. And then that's another process for the school, another learning curve for the teachers, and it goes on. That's why now is the time to capitalize on user experiences, because even the teachers are having a hard time. If the students are having a hard time logging into new all these new learning management systems and everything, they're digital native, they're mobile native, they're internet natives. They know how to do it already. Those kids are bright, they're smart. But those who are like older and teachers, it would take more effort for them to accommodate such changes. Another problem is scaling too quickly. Scaling too quickly means in startup world means that you grew up too fast. Okay, and that's always a bad thing. Okay, so I'm not saying it's you don't need to grow, but if you grow up too quickly, too fast, um, the growth pains that would come with it would all come out at the same time, and it would be hard for your team to handle it, right? So hindi pa sila tapos mag-aral ng isang system, then you just bought a new one, and of course they have to study it, right? So that's how scaling too quickly is overloading everyone. Okay, so which leads me to the last problem, which is information overload, because all of this totally comes up to be like overload. So That's the problem. The problem is you're already loaded. You already bought so many things. You spent a lot of money on things that you may or may not be using, or sometimes like not communicating well to your employees or to your students. So I what I'm proposing as a solution is WordPress. Why? Okay, WordPress is very simple to create. You could, in theory, create a website in 15 minutes. Install it in 5, configure it in 10 minutes. That's it. So you don't have to spend any more time, money, effort just to consolidate everything. When I mean consolidate is you only have to give them one URL now. You only have to communicate one URL to all your students, and all their access, all the like the learning management system link is in there, the enrollment information and the link to their enrollment system is in there. So you could consolidate all those in one website, and it could be as easy as just copy pasting what you already have. Because a lot of times when you buy a learning management system, it does not come with a website. When you buy a human resource information system, it does not come with a website. Student information system, no website, right? So I mean, the keyword is system. It's a system. It's so a lot of those would may have an option to create a simple website, but yeah, in the real world, nobody actually uses that, and you still need a website to consolidate, to have a one page with all the links in there, which we are what we are going to be doing now. So how are we going to do it? Quick checklist. It's up to you. It's up to like what you could find by interviewing your client, say, or interviewing yourself or interviewing a school. What do you have? Like, meron ka bang LMS? Meron ka bang ano? What are the links? What are the courses that you have? What do you want to announce? Okay, announcements is different. If you would announce something, you would want to announce it in all your systems. Problem is, if you have 5 systems, you would have to do it 5 times. If you have a website, just do it once, and it's in the website. Okay. Planning and research. It's more of just figuring out what are the options out there, which we already are leading with an option, which is WordPress. And then, of course, your execution. Your execution. And why did I stop with execution? This, like Jason, this is not the complete software development life cycle. Okay. The the quick answer to that is it's 2022, and we don't stop at just handing it over like this is your website, we're done, don't talk to me anymore. Okay, we are in an age right now where everything is in continuous development, so you just keep executing it, just keep doing it. All right, delivering means I'm done for the day, but I'll be doing it again tomorrow. It's not like delivering before now. Yeah, here's your website, we're done. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's 2022, nothing is really done. Like if something is really done, Facebook wouldn't look like what it looks like right now. Okay, so that's it. Let's see it in action. So what I would be sharing with you is, let me just get this out of the way. This. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is plain out of the box install of WordPress. How do you install this? There are a lot of ways. One of the main ways is to, when you buy a domain name and a hosting package, it would have a one-click install, which means you just have to click it once. It would install the whole WordPress system for you, and right after installation, it would look like this. Okay, so this doesn't look like anything significant right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you log into a WordPress backend by going to your URL slash WP dash admin. Now, once you're logged in, you're greeted with this dashboard. Okay, this dashboard is welcoming you to the current version of WordPress, which is WordPress 6.0. So this would have a lot of new features. That's why I'm confident right now that you don't really need to code to create beautiful websites, to create websites that are fast, efficient, that would like get your message through. So right now, if we are to inspect on the left side, this is what we call the drawer navigation. So first off, we have of course home, the updates. If there are like plugins that needs updating, it would be in here. Themes that would need updating, it would be here. Posts would be the core of WordPress. Everything is a post. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's an image, if it's a page. In the back end, it's a post. Okay, so if you are to create a database, it's only one database for all posts. Your pages are there, your images are there, all the references are there. Okay, so but this in this case, it means a blog post. Media in here would house all your images, all your sounds, all your PDFs, your downloadables would be in here in the media library. Pages would be your um, like website pages, homepage, contact us page. Okay, so that's the difference. A post is a blog post. Your news article is a blog post. A product is a blog post. A page is a theme page. A product page. Those are pages. Comments, of course, since this we're working off a blogging platform, comments is very important for if you are blogging. Now, the last five in here are the ones that would control the overall appearance of your website. The first one being appearance. Okay, this would allow you to check the themes, what themes are installed. Okay, a theme is like the overall look. It controls how your website looks like. Okay, the content is up on top, comments, pages, post, media, all those are the content. The theme is the color of your background, the color of the how big is your header. That's the theme. Okay, so we have three themes in here when you first installed it. But the good thing about WordPress is it's a big community. It's like a very mature community that there are this I was just checking before this call, and there are 5,051 themes that are contributed into the WordPress repository. And all these are free. Okay, you can start there. You can start with free themes. You could also buy themes, which are like, yeah, options are endless. So let's say we are to, so look at this. This is your website. If no content, no anything yet, I'm just going to activate another theme. Okay, so one click, new theme, refresh your site, and it should look completely different. Okay, so that's how you do themes. Plugins are the ones that you install to extend the functionality and features of WordPress. So let's say you want a slider, you want a contact form, you want another page builder. All those are in the plugins section. So if we are to check how many plugins are there, which ones are the more popular ones, there are, okay, if there are 5,000 themes, there should be around 30 to 40,000 plugins out there. So there are like Contact Form 7, SEO plugins, the ones that like give you the ability to control how your website looks like in search engines. Um, Gutenberg is actually already built in to WordPress. This is our page builder, which I'll be showing you later. Yeah, those are like really good plugins in here. So you don't need this because you could always click on add new in here and search. Okay, same with the theme. So users, that's like, yeah, self-explanatory. Tools. What's good about tools is they just added this site help a few versions back, like version 4 or 5. And this would like allow you to check, like you don't have to call your server administrator like, hey, is my website secured? Is my website running? Is my website running as it's like intended or at its peak? So all those are in there. Personal data. This is very new because we don't want like if there has been like a breach or um like signs of hacking, we'd want to export our personal data out, erase it, just like that, so that they won't be able to access more of our data. Settings, just like any other like website or app or anything, would have a settings page which you could always control how what your site title is, the tagline, what the URL is. By the way, this URL is live. You could actually check it if you want to. I'll be keeping that live for some time, just so it's like accessible to everyone. Okay, add email addresses. Like if you'd want to take on membership, if people would um, register on your website, that's it. Like formats and everything. Writing, how you would want to interact with your blogging style, with your writing, all those are in here. Reading, how you would want your users to see your website, all those are in here, and so on and so forth. So let's move on to going back to our homepage. So what do we want in here? If we are to say create a checklist, or if we are to like create a website, the first thing that we would want to do is to search for a theme. Okay, so let's go here, themes, add new. Again, we're selecting from 5,000 possible themes. So make sure that you do your search. Um, let's say education or school or anything there. So there are 367 selections. These are all free. Some of them might have a pro version, which would give you more functionality. So let's just select one. Not really sure, and since this is not very interactive, I would want you guys to select, but yeah. So comment section. If you have like anything on top of your mind, or like if you like anything from what you're seeing right now, we could choose that. If not, like yeah, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. None. Not seeing anything. All right. Education elite. Where's that at? All right, there you go. So Kenny James, thank you for that suggestion. We're gonna use that. I haven't used this before. So that's the beauty of it. It's sometimes uh, you're like challenged with new ways on how people created their themes, how people have set up their themes, and this is as easy as that. Click once to install it, click another to activate it, and that should be there. Huh, bakit dalawa? Well, okay. So let's go look at our home. There you go. So if you notice, it does not look like this. So a lot of times you would have to import the demo instance, or if you would want to um, like set it up. So this is going to be very tricky because this is different for each theme. That's why I was telling you that it depends on how people have created their theme. So in this case, it has a wizard, or so as I assume. So let's click on getting started. Okay, so getting started, they're recommending free plugins. one-click demo import. All right, that's what I was saying. Demo. The demo is means that we wouldn't start from blank. We would start with something that's already looking like their demo or their screenshot at least. Okay, so let's refresh this, see if it looks different. No, but yeah, let's configure that later. Okay, Contact Form 7. Contact Form 7 is a plugin for creating contact forms. It's made by a Japanese guy. It's one of the most popular ones. Like yeah, I mean, Takayuki is very cool guy. Met him a few times already. So let's install that because we're friends. All right, and it's activating, and that is it. Getting started. New documentation. Okay, it's always a good idea to read the documentation or manual or anything. Okay, if you bought a new cell phone, read the manual. If you bought a new gadget, read the manual. Okay, so it's there for a reason. Nothing else in here because yeah, we're rushing. We don't like and we don't have time to read the manual for now. But yep, let's all right, let's skip all this and let's go for the demo import. Where you begin, it needs this, which I hope are all okay in my. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, all right. Let me just quickly take a look at my configuration. All right, so yeah, it should be okay. Download says download from the documentation page, so I would have to find it. Oh, cool. All right, so they do have different demos. Okay, so education elite. There you go. View details, demo, demo. How to import demo content. Download demo file. There you go. Okay, so the demo file is done. Okay, upload demo file. That was quick. Install now. And then import demo now. Okay, so I don't have a really fast internet. So if you're saying like, hey, I just have a fast internet, that's why it works that way. It really is fast. I have like a normal internet, which barely works nowadays. So, yep, it is really fast. Okay, so it's still doing that thing. So it's somehow installing something or doing something. Okay, hasn't changed yet. One. So far, no errors yet, no nothing. So I think it's just doing it. Okay, so let's wait for a few more seconds. If not, let's just go on with what we can. All right, kind of doing something. What are the minimum requirements to run WordPress? The minimum requirements to run WordPress is a PHP 7 at least and a MySQL 5 at least. Just those two. If you could run that on any server, then you should be good. Yeah, for the space, I think WordPress 6 is around 20 MB. For the database, the initial install is under 5 MB. So not much space needed until you need it. Not much RAM or anything until you need it. It works on like the cheapest shared hosting option that you could find online. That's what's good about it. Any more questions? Kenny James, you've been asking so many. Thank you for that. Yeah. Other guys, any more questions that I might have missed? Yeah, this is the time that I answer all that I can. All right, we don't have enough time to wait for this forever. So let's just go ahead and customize this. Okay, so when you say customize, it starts to ask for logos. Okay, again, this is very different for every theme that you would be using. Okay, Christian Patron was asking, is there a difference if we use WordPress in doing SEO? Yes, a lot of difference is because SEO should not take so much of your time. One is it's not guaranteed. Two is it could be automated, and in WordPress it's already automated. You only have to install some SEO plugins to customize it, but it's already automated. So yeah. Okay. So what do we have in here? Well, we have what we were looking at earlier. This one, and then we could control like demo and documentation, default settings. The site identity should be in here. I could use a logo. So let me just pull up a very popular school right now. Um, all right. Okay, so yeah, some of you might notice this. So this school. All right, so let's get a logo. Save image as. Okay, so there you go. Create a new folder just so that it's all right. So logo.png. Good. Sometimes it would give you instructions on like minimum dimensions, suggested dimensions. Okay, so in this case, let's just do that. Okay, so it you could select it like this and would upload it, and then later on we'll be doing another way to do it to achieve uploads. Okay, so you could also create your crops in here. No need to open Photoshop or any other photo editing tool. So again, I'm still in WordPress. I haven't. Okay, all right. So that's huge. Okay, so we could remove that. We could change the logo. We could change the sizing of the logo. Okay, if we want to. Right. So click on edit. All right, takes me in here. Okay, site icon is the icon that you have here on top. So right now it doesn't have any. Let's just select one. Crop image. Publish this, and then if we refresh our homepage or what you guys are looking at, if you are visiting this website, looks like this. The logo is there. The site icon or the favicon is in there. So let's go back. Keep continue like changing what we can. So the colors, I could like change the background color. I want it that way. Background image, typography, static front page. Okay, so a static page. I don't have a page yet, so I might as well add a new page. Call it home. Okay, add it, then select that as the home page. All right, so and then we'll be editing that home page after. So publish that, then exit this one, and of course, if you go into pages, you would be able to see the home page, or you could add a new one. Those are the options. Okay, so we are looking at what we call right now the page editor, which is Gutenberg. Okay, so Gutenberg is a block editor. What universities in the Philippines are already using WordPress? You'd be surprised, actually, Kenny. Um, let's see. So this is a good website, builtwith.com. So just search for WordPress and then click on WordPress and click on Philippines. You'd be surprised. Filipino live websites, there are 20,000 active websites in the Philippines that are using WordPress that are stored in the database of Built With. If we want a list, okay, list. Okay, let's just click here. All right, Shopee PH. Okay, let's skip the DOH is using DepEd is using um, WordPress domains PH UP Diliman. Okay, so is that good enough of an answer, Kenny James? UP Diliman is using WordPress. Okay, DALG Smart is using WordPress. So yeah, okay, keep the questions coming in because yeah, I would want to accommodate as much as I can during my time with you guys because it's very limited. Okay, moving on in here. Every time you first opened page editor, it would display this quick guide. The next time we edit a page or add a page, it won't show it anymore. This is what we call um, the tour. Okay, so click on next, make each block your own. So I mean, it's like salesy, but it's somehow informative to new ones. Since I'm not new to this, yeah, I just click on get started, and this is my homepage. Okay, so I'll add the block. So let's say I want an image, a big image in here. Um, I would need to upload an image, of course, and I would have to select an image. So let's go back to our favorite uh, school now. Okay, so let's get this huge cover photo in there, download that, okay, and then upload in here. Okay, so just select that. Or you could go to media library, which is the library that we had earlier. Okay, why this are three? Because there's are three different sizes. Okay, which is stupid for that theme, but yeah, that's it is what it is. Okay, so not every theme is perfect, but yeah, so we most of them passed or all of them passed the theme evaluation. Okay, so what I have in here is the folder. So I'll just drag it in here. That's done. That's already uploaded. Okay. Or is it? Okay, server process images. Server is busy or the maximum size is high. Okay, so this seldom happens, but it's mostly dependent on the your server capacity. So let's try it again. Okay, you could also do that. Not enough resources to complete the task. All right, so let's get another image. That's too big. Okay, again, you could edit that. You could change the image size if you want to. Let's get this one. Should be small. Okay, it's done. Drag it. Okay, so dismiss errors. So we're having errors for some reason. Let's try it a normal way. Okay, I have enough resources. Let me just double check. All right, so it's my. All right, any more questions, guys, while we figure out what's happening to. Again, this does not happen on a normal day. This is my server acting up. Okay, so let's skip the image for now until I. All right, so my server is down. Okay, let's shift to a local copy just so we could move on. Let me just grab a local copy. Okay, so here's the local copy. Okay, so again, let's start searching for that theme. Don't worry, it's well, that's a lot of universities. Yeah, what's the most satisfying part teaching WordPress? Any tips on how to be Jason Bruno? No, no tips on how to be a Jason. It's just being you. Uh, noodle dishes. All right, so education. We chose education elite. So let's just do it again. Um, shouldn't be a problem if you have to redo everything again because again, this shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to accomplish to create one page just for like just for having a sake of having a website. So let's activate that and that's done. Okay, so getting started would ask us to install two things. One is the demo import, which we found that doesn't work that well, so let's just go install the contact form 7 and head on to customize just so we could be fast. We just shifted from Joomla to WordPress. Yes, good move. Okay, I don't have any hate for Joomla, but the community is what should dictate your like next moves in terms of choosing a technology. Okay, so that's something to consider. It's not like maganda ba pangit or something. The first choice is how many people are using it, how many people are actively contributing to it, how many people are would be able to help you if you have a problem. Okay, so I don't have anything against Joomla, but if your network is more of like Joomla people and you think that you could find more help in Joomla than WordPress, then be it. It's okay. Okay, so we're back in here. Site identity, select logo, go back to our school. Maybe select a smaller logo now. Okay, doesn't want me to. Or no, I have it in here. Okay, so drag it. Keep the questions coming, guys. I'm reading it. Okay, so I just selected that. Crop the image. You could skip the cropping if you want to, but yeah, it's there for a reason because some people are like just like uploading their images. Okay, so select icon. I'll just select another one like that. Okay, it has like a nice preview on the side. That's like a good detail. Okay, colors, same thing. Background image, same thing. Typography, yeah. Static front page, static page. What we did earlier is because we don't have the page, we just added a new one in here. Okay, we could do that again. Add, and it's automatically selected. Click on publish, and we are done in here. Now we're back to where we are at earlier. Again, if you have skills on coding, it's always good to have some coding skills, but you could create a website without it. But if you want to exercise your coding skills or customize this further, it's up to you. It's okay. I mean, you could do it. Right. So our front page is in here. Edit, or just click on the name. Should take us to the Gutenberg editor again. And since this is their first time editing a page, it should show blank in here. So click on that, add the block. I want an image. Okay, so explore this. There are a lot of options. Okay, so let's go back to our university, get the image. Right, there you go. I want to add a caption. That's all good. You could do that as well. I want to add more like content in here. I could do that. So like just keep clicking on the plus, click browse all if you would want to say browse what you would want to you could do now. Again, all this are dynamic. You could extend this. Some plugins um might allow you to add like Facebook pages or anything in here. There are some guides on the side if you mouse over on some. Okay, so columns if you say want a two column layout or anything. So those are all in here. So let's say I want to do like say, custom HTML if you're like really techy, page list, some like short code in WordPress is a piece of code that would allow you to do things like display sliders or forms. In this case, like a contact form 7 already has its own block. This is called the block. Okay, so let's try adding a paragraph in there. There. The paragraph is just like me typing something. Okay, so if I say want to go to a document that's already pre-written, so let's go here, expand this a bit so that we could grab something. Okay, so there, copy, paste. Okay, it's all taking it in there. You could change the like typography, you could change there, you could change the bold, you could change the font sizes in here to like bigger ones. Could add assign like classes if you are into CSS. You could change the text, the color of the text and the background if you would want to, and those are all available to you. Okay, so let's say this is it. Okay, and then take note of this bottom part. We'll be updating that after. I just want to show you what it looks like when it's done or half done. Okay, so just loading. Huge logo just because we're lazy and we didn't like change it. So yeah, there you go. So this one is called the sidebar. The sidebar contains widgets. Widgets are like small code pieces that you could control, like do categories for your posts. You could display the recent comments in here in any of your blog posts. If we don't want that, since this is the homepage and it should be like loud and proud, click on no sidebar if there's an option for that. There's also some options in here, like homepage template in here. I'm not sure what that does, but yep. Let's just click both and refresh this one. There you go. Clean homepage. Now I could add more pages and add them to the menu. This is called the menu bar. Search. Okay, your whole website is also searchable. And this is called the footer and the copyright section. Okay, again, I can keep adding pages. I can keep adding content to this page. And there goes, like, say, you want a page to another page. Okay, so that's your homepage. Nice and clean, easy. And then add a new page. Click on add new in here. Okay, so let's say links, your useful links, or contact us. And let's add, say, an image of a course, maybe. Okay, so let's try getting a course from our school right here. All right. Okay, so download this image, save image as, click there, drag it in here. Okay, that's also doable. You don't have to click on the media library, add, upload, or whatever. Drag it. That's possible as well. Okay, so no sidebar. And this one can also be configured to um, like have HTML code if you would want to. It could also have like anchors in it. Okay, so in our case, it's, I could have it rounded. Nice. All right. Okay, so it's already uploaded. Size is in here. You could change the size. What else is in there? The most important in here is if you would want it to be clickable. So let's say this goes to https yourlms.com, or in this case google.com, just so that we have something there. Publish this, and as you can see, it wouldn't display yet. Okay, page is published, but if I go in here, it's nowhere to be found. That's like good and bad. That's good because like it would allow you to have some time to modify it before it goes public. Okay, in this case, it's in here already. Click on links, and your big image is in there. Click on it. Should go to google.com. No problem. Okay, and then that goes into your wherever you would want to. It could go to your newly bought LMS. It could go to your newly bought enrollment system. Okay, possibilities are endless, and those are all done without any kind of coding. Again, I'm not saying don't code, but if you would want to have a website in 10 minutes, already up, ready to be deployed, or already deployed, and yeah, that's your option right there. So it's 7:20. I might have like done a little bit of overtime. I could accommodate a few more questions if you would have those before I hand this over to back to the host. Anything else? Anyone? Last call. Isai, do you have any other questions from your side? What's the difference between installing and activating a theme? Installing is downloading all the files and putting it into your server. Activating it is using it. Yeah. Anyone else? I'm seeing like a few names in here. Do we have more? I've since we have no time in layouting, we just use elements and builder. Yes, yes, yeah. You okay? So don't put it as a downside. It's actually good. Okay, because you're leveraging what technology is out there. Okay, so to a needy, what we call is actually everything is a hammer. Okay, unless you don't have an actual hammer, everything is a hammer. So use what you have. Anyone else? Okay, anyone else? All right, 7:22. More questions from anyone? I'm not seeing the actual Facebook and YouTube live, but I'm guessing StreamYard is fetching everything as fast as it can. Jason, like Christian Patron, where can we see more Jason content? JSNBRN.com is a good place to start. The slides earlier, it can be found in bit.ly/wpabacadaschool.com. I might share my screen again just so that you could take a glimpse of that slides again if I could find it. There you go. Okay, so here's where we stopped. Next slide from that is keywords for Googling. Of course, it's always good. MVP, what is an MVP? Okay, so if since again this is 2022, we need to start somewhere, and nothing is done. Okay, but there should be a minimum viable product or your minimum website, which is what we just did earlier. SDLC, software development lifecycle, what's like the actual process of creating it. Okay, you don't have to be a developer or programmer to know it. It's easy. It's English. Low code and no code are hype terms right now that are big in terms of being able to create websites, web apps, mobile apps, or like a lot of other things without knowing how to code. Okay, and I'm not saying you stop there because it WordPress can accommodate code if you would want to. Okay, so here are some links. Social media, anywhere, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Ask me and ask Jason Bruno. Hashtag ask Jason Bruno is something that I monitor from time to time, so I might be able to see what you posted as long as it's public. JSN BRN would contain all of my of social media links, and the other QR code on the top right would be the link to this slide if you would want a copy of this, which is of course not very informative, but yeah, at least there's something. All right. Any more questions? I feel good now. Not guilty anymore. Right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Dino. Thank you, Christian. Isai, do we have more questions or are we good?
Yep. So I don't think we have any more questions coming from our audience, but hopefully you guys who are with us tonight, feel free baka nahihiya lang yung iba. So if you have any
Yeah.
further questions, so you just use Jason's hashtag, which is ano nga yun? Hashtag ask
Hashtag ask
Jason
Jason Bruno. Yeah. I
Bruno.
mean, if you're since we're in the Philippines, you're Filipinos, we're Filipinos. Marami sa atin mahihain, just like me. Yeah. Just post it on Facebook. Find me on any of my social media. I'm like yeah checking my message like my inbox from time to time, so yeah, and I'm okay to answer a lot of like as many questions as I can. Any
Yep,
more?
so wala na, nagta-thank you na sila.
Don't thank me yet. All right, ask questions.
Any
We still
questions,
have like
guys?
4 minutes.
Sige, so
7:26.
I have a question. Ako na lang yung magtatanong. Hindi ako nahihiya kasi.
Sige lang, wag mahirap.
I'm also an educator. So and I also noticed, from college, ever since I was a student up until I became an educator, parang hindi masyadong nade-discuss yung WordPress, or I don't know, baka and correct me if I'm wrong if it's in our university lang, but any thoughts on like discussing or like introducing WordPress to students or including it sa mga curriculum?
Yeah, so a lot actually are not doing it just for the main reason that you need to know how it works first or how things are coded first. Okay, so a lot of times, if you're in the school, if it's like a school scenario, the teachers would want you to know how it works or how to code it before you do no code. Okay, so that's something. Parang sa kotse, yung tatay mo, tuturuan ka munang mag-drive ng manual bago automatic.
Mm.
Right? Yeah. Since you're in a school scenario and you have a lot of time. Yeah. Any other questions? We got more thank yous in there. Don't thank me yet. We have more time. Personal
Yeah.
messages, I'm not checking, but yeah, I mean, do we have more? Yeah, some guys are saying like, yeah, max file upload, like the error that we had earlier. Right. Okay. None.
None. I
Okay,
think
Isai,
that was our
take it
last
away.
question. So
Right.
thank you so much, Jason, and to everyone for your question, and of course, Jason, for that interactive and for answering our participants' question, and of course for that very insightful presentation. Even me personally, I learned a lot. Parang gusto ko nang gumawa ng maraming websites.
Mabilis
That
lang
was
kasi,
very
as in talagang,
insightful.
yeah.
Yup, yup. So once again,
Okay.
thank you so much, and thank you for your time. And I hope we could still do some other events together with Stack League and WordPress Baguio user group. Thank you,
Of course, of
Jason.
course. All right, thanks.
And there you have it, everyone. I hope you got some insightful lessons from our speaker for tonight's session. And here are the upcoming Stack League announcements. Join Genesis Block's Breeder DAO Hackathon, a virtual blockchain hackathon in partnership with StackLeague with 200,000 cash prize pool on August 19 to 21. Deadline of registration is extended up until this August 12, 2022. So you still have a chance to form your team and get a chance to win 100,000 pesos for this virtual blockchain hackathon. Reserve your team slot at bit.ly/BreederDAO Hackathon. One upcoming event is a StackLeague Abakada Studios career session ideating the digital classroom using gamification on August 24 at 6 p.m. Make sure to reserve your slot at bit.ly/StackLeagueAbakada. That's bit.ly/StackLeagueAbakada. Upcoming event also is a StackLeague and Rise Tech Session, the Internet of Things and Web Development, happening on August 31 at 6 p.m. Make sure to reserve your slot at bit.ly/StackLeague X and Rise. That's StackLeague X and Rise, happening on August 31. There are plenty of opportunities for you to learn here in StackLeague. Go to fb.com/StackLeague/events for the registration details and get the latest updates. To help us improve the sessions for you, make sure to answer this question form, or you can simply scan the QR code flashed on your screen. StackLeague Ambassador for August is now accepting entries. To earn your ambassador points, you can either refer to friends and family or submit your blog sharing your league experience, or you can do both. Visit bit.ly/StackLeagueAmbassador 2022 for more information. Also, make sure to earn league points to unlock the challenger levels and receive cash prizes. Don't forget to also check out the StackLeague Lightning Series. Again, the schedule for the Lightning Series is always on the second Tuesday for unranked category, third Tuesday for the bronze category, and fourth Tuesday for the silver category. For more details, visit bit.ly/Lightning Series Mechanics. And that's all for our announcement. On behalf of the StackLeague team, I would like to say thank you to everybody for joining the StackLeague WordPress Baguio user group, New Normal Schools, and WordPress. Again, if you don't have a StackLeague account yet, make sure to sign up now to stackleague.com and of course invite your friends and family who you think should be part of the league. See you guys at the next StackLeague event. This has been your host, Isai. Good night, everyone.